Hello, my name is Mia and I'm delighted that you're here watching this. I'm coming on today to tell you a little bit about who I am, what I do, and I guess why I do it. So I'm first and foremost a woman, as you can probably see. I'm a mom to four beautiful adult children and I'm partner to a man called Clive. And my life is in a really good place. For the past 10 years, I have worked, well, longer actually. I've always worked in, I suppose, a social care capacity, but for the last 10 years, I've worked very much in facilitating change in people or helping people to make changes in their lives towards having a more positive, peaceful way of life. I've done this in the capacity of a project manager working with families affected by addiction. I have worked in counselling services. I have worked as a Kundalini yoga teacher for a long time, leading many workshops and retreats as well as classes. And I now work in the capacity of a coach, being a mind coach or a life coach. I've also been a Reiki healer for many years, I think about 12 years now. I'm currently training to be a hypnotherapist, and I also offer a very powerful psychosensory touch healing practice as well. Oh, let me tell you about me. So I suppose my story, like everybody, has had all its ups and downs and trials and tribulations. So I'm a survivor of sexual abuse and sexual assault, and I'm so proud to say that I have really come out the better end of my experiences, and they've really opened my heart and allowed me to be, I suppose, more loving, more caring, and more understanding. And they took me in all sorts of directions in life. And one of them, for a time, was, I suppose, with having a poor or challenging relationship with alcohol. And that lasted from the age of 15 until the age of 35 and shaped a lot of my earlier years. Served a purpose in numbing some of the pain that I guess I wasn't ready to face. And I'm glad to say that today I have a lovely relationship with an odd glass of wine. My, I suppose, other experiences were definitely finding solace and comfort in food, in shopping, in attention from men, and I definitely used my sexuality in a way that I would no longer use it, let's put it that way. Today I'm very much grounded in the grace of who I am as a woman. So all those things, I suppose, led me to places of great pain. And from that pain, from the depths of that pain, I started to rise and look for ways of being at peace with who I am, with my whole story, with all that I had embodied. And much of that was shame, guilt, pain, stuckness, lots of things like that. And I really wanted to find a way out. And of course, I looked for that as well in relationships, always looking for love in all the wrong places. But eventually, I did come home to myself and I did start to realize that it all starts in here with how I feel about me. And that came through various different modalities and practices, but one of the primary ones for me was meditation and Kundalini yoga. And just learning to be kind to myself and to forgive myself and to realize that my story, in a way, is so amazing because it has made me into the woman that I am now. And it allows me to facilitate change in you. And I feel so passionate about people having peace of mind and just an easy existence. And of course, life will always go on and rattle us and bring its stories and its dramas and its things, but it's how we are within all that. And I have found a way to be okay when all that's going on around me. I've also found a way to be in a deeply loving relationship. And that again came by loving myself, loving all of this, all of who I am, every story, every single thing that has happened to me, I am now at peace with. And that allows me to open my heart fully in partnership and in relationship, and to love more deeply than I have ever loved before, and to be loved more deeply, to allow myself to be seen fully. I also have a much more deeply loving relationship with my children on a very, very honest footing, because I've allowed them to, I suppose, the space to express how they feel about all of our past together as a family unit. And I reared the children very much on my own, though their father was there in the background and he had his role. However, they lived with me. And this brought all sorts of challenges and, trials as well, and judgments about not being good enough as a mom, and trying to balance everything, kind of having a nice house, providing them with the things that other kids had, looking my best. And again, I suppose, always on the search for that perfect partner. And I'm so glad in hindsight, actually, that he showed up more or less when my children were ready to leave home, just allowing me to be free to grow into relationship without having to be conscious of the effects it was having on them. So that was a real gift as well, and divine timing as I see it. So as I say, I would love, I suppose, for everybody to feel how I feel on a regular basis. And that's the aim for me in my work and in what I do, that I can share the wisdom and the knowledge that I have gleaned through my journey, so that perhaps you don't have to go through some of the pain that I went through, and you can just take on some of the learning and the teachings and the guidance that opens up for you while sharing space with me and learning from me. If you're interested in learning more about me, you can go to yogamia.biz, which is my current website, though there is a new one on the way. Or if you feel that you would like to share time with me in a healing space, either with coaching or with a psychotherapy technique or with Reiki, or by coming to a workshop, a retreat, or a class that I lead, please do get in touch with me. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now, but I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed my sharing and the knowing of the space that I'm in now and what it is I have to offer in terms of working with you, that I am bringing the wisdom of my own personal experience always to the table when I come to share space with you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. All my love, Mia.